But I would just as soon, instead of each one of us sitting down and spending, say, 4 hours of our time individually trying to come up with some items for your evaluation, I think it'll be a lot more responses to you instead of this laundry list of
Sure,
things.
and some actions for things that haven't gone the way you would like them to, or things that you like that you want me to continue doing.
I don't know what anyone else thinks, but I think that'd be a lot more productive for me.
Well, I'm just taking something out of one that we have on our agenda. It says, addresses current and potential issues for timely manner. Okay, you rate it, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's the way you do it. And you can go down this, and you can do this in a pretty quick manner, and if you just follow this schedule, and that's what I'm thinking. And then, of course, if you want to go down the road that you wish to, that's fine too. But that's what I'm trying to get a rating in here to do it in a smaller, anyway, you do.
This is something we have too, is a pretty simple evaluation. Each person fills it out, and basically it's open for discussion without a laundry list, you know. There's not a huge laundry list, but it would be nice. I mean, I don't have a copy of that, so I don't know what your goals are, so it'd be nice to have that to take a look at. We'll try to keep it as simple as we can.
Well, maybe we can take it, Dave has some more, provide those, and if it needs to be something on the next meeting.
Actually,
Discuss
Wallace, you
this
already
one.
asked if it was okay with that we put it on the joint board agenda and that we get some more of those. They directed me to find them or get them from you so we can use some other ideas that you have.
Does that sound,
That'd be fine. I just don't like what we did last year especially, and I especially don't like what we ended up giving the superintendent last year. Because I don't know how productive it was.
Let's talk a little bit about it, and we didn't do this last night, and probably should have. If this would be consideration for 09-10, and that'll be up to the two boards to decide, how would you like to proceed with how we approach it for this year then that would be productive? Would you like me to take this and be able to come back and talk to you about things on here related to those 4 goals? And I get feedback from the 10 of you related to that, and I'm going to ask for it to be in a closed session. I don't think it's a public meeting. I've never had a job evaluation done in a public meeting, and I'd like to request a closed session, but I'd really like to have all 10 board members there.
Well, let me ask you, since we did this last year, we don't necessarily have to do it again this year, right?
No,
In
there
this
does
manner.
not have to be by law. There does not have to be a summative. You did a summative last year, so you don't have to do a summative this year. But I don't want anyone to think I'm trying to talk you out of that either.
How about,
Frankly, the more feedback that you give me directly to me, the better I feel about knowing what you like or don't like about what goes on. It's when I don't know, or I sense that you're not happy with it, but I don't have any clear understanding of what that is. I can't do the things then that you're hoping to have done it. I don't know what those are.
how about as a thought, you take those goals and you give us a self-evaluation on how you think you're doing, and that will open up the discussion for us on how we think you're doing on those.
That's a good
Is it-
idea.
And then at that time, we can also say, we can add or delete more things in there, or whatever we wish to do as far as
Revisit the goals, is that what you're saying?
objectives and goals for next year.
Or add some short-term goals.
And I'm trying to get it now.
Does that make any sense?
I think
Have you ever done a self-evaluation?
I have, but in graduate classes or for programs. I've not done one as an administrator to work with a board, but I'd certainly be willing to do that. Do you want me to look at the items that are on here, these indicators, in some sort of way that you talked about with the 4-3-2-1, or otherwise if it's a narrative, I don't know.
Is that relevant if those are goals for 2013? I mean, you guys know what they are, I don't.
Well, I don't know, they're ongoing goals,
Are
aren't
they? Okay.
I mean, we should be making progress towards all of them, I would think.
Get out of here.
I don't know, does it even have Does it have to be in writing? Can it be an oral presentation on, you take each topic and you just tell us how you think you're doing?
Yep, I can
And
do
we
that.
discuss it, and that's the evaluation?
Read a sentence or something.
Brent don't like that.
They made into a musical for us. I really haven't spoken on that, so I'll do whatever you guys think we should do.
Well, after you've been in education, we just know that you're going, focusing on, that's what, the final product, that's what I'm talking about.
That's a very important topic. Direct. Let's talk about time frame and how we think this would need to happen. The next board meeting is already set for the 11th. It's a joint board meeting. We're starting at 4 o'clock because we've got a concert that night. Would we want to set a separate meeting where there's one item on the agenda and it's a closed session about board superintendent evaluation? Set some sort of time frame. Why don't we set that as the May meeting where we've got 10 people there, would that be okay?
On a Monday or Tuesday?
Tuesday, the 11th.
Okay.
12.
Tuesday, the
12?
11th at 4 o'clock.
12.
12.
That's what I thought. I was like,
Sorry. Okay.
I think that's good with me. Is that acceptable with the rest?
So when I was photocopying, was there anything you said I need to know? I'm putting a presentation together related to my progress as superintendent on these items.
That's just my thought. I'm only one person though.
So if we have more goals, I think we can bring them up at that particular time. I mean, after the fact.
For, to be considered for next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which you probably should do anyway.
Possibly, or it might be that you're adding detail to these. These are big. I mean, if you gave me 4 more, like a substance, like as big as these, you'd be asking more than anybody could do. Or at least more than I can do.
Anything else on that?